what's happening. I'm gonna give y'all a couple seconds to get in. I could have did this before I didn't. I hope everybody's weekend was great and you enjoyed yourself. You got rest. Thank you guys so much for the support and for the likes that you have been putting on the video. I decided to go live so I could take my time and we can chop it up and do some catching up and all that good stuff. So, and my lives normally start out slow with people coming in. Monday night. I have not been live on Friday nights. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all why. Aqua gang. Let's multitask here. Let's go. This is this charcoal, right? You know, like the hookah charcoals, and instead of getting sage and all of those things that you know of, you should try resins. Resins are very, very, very strong and powerful. And you have to understand the different levels. So while I'm holding it in my hand still, hey, thank you. While I'm holding it in my hand still, if you can see that I'm waiting on the I'm waiting on the bottom to get all the way. All the way red. So you burning sage, you're burning Palo Santo, stuff like that. This is what this is. I just buy these in bulk because I'm always burning something. You burn sage and Palo Santos and stuff like that, right? It's taking all the energy out, right? You want to look for different resins that take out, and resins can come in little things like this right here, whatever. You want to look for resins that target specific energy, okay? On that type of time. There's even stronger things that you can purchase, but you ain't gonna be able to get it in the store unless you go to like an African Botanica or something like that. You go to African Botanica, then you can get this stuff like this, but mine come directly from Africa, and every African Botanica don't do this. But this is a very familiar smell to the spirit, especially high vibrational spirits. And all of my spiritual stuff is in one big space now. I was blessed to have that. So after I burn this. But you can do dragon blood, you can do frankincense and myrrh, whatever. And then after you do that, you good. Now, if you truly know how to call in your protection on an advanced level, you can do camphor, and camphor takes out all the spirits. And you do the same thing with that charcoal. Put the camphor on top. Y'all should know what camphor is. You can get it on Amazon. I got some, but it's over there, and I ain't finna get it. But you can put the camphor. Camphor is loud. So if you got small babies, if you got little children, you know what I'm saying, you wanna do it when they not really, you know what I'm saying, because it's really loud, and it really, camphor clears everything out, right? And so when you let camphor like sit like 10, 15 minutes, then you gotta come back in and call the energies back in, call your ancestors back in, and so on and so forth. I feel like the only way you should have to use that is if you're doing like your first cleansing, you're not properly cleansing your stuff. Hello. Then you should use camphor and stuff like that, and sage and stuff like that. But if you properly cleansing and you cleansing, you know, a few times a month, you don't need to pull all energy out your house every single time. Just saying. Just the point, you know. We don't talk a lot anymore because I do everything offline. But we're going to do a collective reading for Aquarius. You can have Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node. Cross watchers, you are welcome here. I send love and light. I remove any weight from your shoulders. I remove strain from your life. I pray that God clears your paths to whoever is watching this, whoever needs prayer, whoever needs direction. I pray that you're guided. I pray that you have discernment, that you're given discernment to do the things that you need to do. I pray that you have a very good night of sleep tonight. For those that have been up, those that have been in their head, those that have been stressing, you don't have to do this alone. Whatever it is that you believe in, there's a system sought out for you to lean on, so you don't have to lean on these things on your own. And if you're properly walking those steps of that system, then you should be okay. So I would say if you're going to stress, why pray? And if you're going to pray, why stress? All right. So this right here burns right down on the thing. All right. So I haven't said the name of this because, like I said, this I have this come directly from Africa. Some of the things, if you know, you know. You have to have strong heavy on the strong herbs and things when you doing spiritual work, especially as a priestess or a priest or somebody that's actually working with people on a regular basis. You need to have a different type of protection and a different type of herb that you're working with. All right. This is the deck I picked up, so this is the deck we're going to use. Let's see. Again, thank you guys so much for your support, for liking the videos that I post. Thank you to those that are commenting. Thank you to those that are emailing me. Thank you to those that are calling me. Like, I appreciate y'all, man. Do your big one. Keep on showing out. That's what I'm talking about. If you would like to book a personal consult, anything like that, please visit my website. My website information is below in the description box. If you would like to get a question answered, that information is pinned. Hey to everybody in the chat. Queen of Cups in reverse coming out. Justice in reverse coming out. What's going on here? I got somebody that was supposed to give like unrequited love to someone. This is a mother figure here. Okay, could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but definitely a mother figure that is not acting motherly. Okay, someone that's not. Okay, they said keep going. Someone that's not acting motherly. Somebody that is really shallow. That's the word I'm going to use. You got the Judges in reverse. Somebody's getting karma right now. Oh, shit. Let me finish getting these cards. You got the 8 of Wands in reverse. What's happening, Aqua? I feel like while I'm shuffling the heck out of these cards and the cards are coming out so slow, I feel like this is a situation that you have completely internalized. You may not be talking to people or, you know, seeking help about this, but this is something that you feel like you gotta handle, or like I got it, and it's there, and it's like growing bigger and bigger and bigger with this person. Six of Pentacles. Temperance. I'm talking about, oh my God, Aquarius. Can I get one more card for the collective of Aquarius? There we go. Aquarius. I had to work for that. I really had to work for this. These 6 cards. With the Knight of Pentacles on at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you. So it's like you feel broken. You feel lost. You feel alone with a situation. It's almost like if this is your mother here. This is your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, whoever this person is. You feel like you have to deal with it. You feel like there's no choice but for you to deal with the situation. And you could be working endlessly, tirelessly. And you're like, okay, if I just stay focused on what I'm doing, I'll get to my goal. But this situation with this person is growing. All right, I feel like this person is very money hungry. All right, so you are the person that's always helping others, giving to others. This person also could be trying to guilt trip you. And like, oh, okay, well, now you're doing this. Or remember when I did that. And remember when I did this. Keep in mind, that's guilt trip, Aquarius. Guilt trip, basically, if you do something for somebody, you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You're not throwing this back up when you feel like a person should help you or a person can help you. Like, no, like, you know, just keep this in mind. Aquarius, as an Aquarius, you a bona fide hustler. You finna get it. Even if you fall off, you're going to get back on. You're going to get it, right? People see that in you. So when they see that you go get the bag the way that you do, they attach themselves. Okay, I'm going to hang in there. They ain't going to be messed up long. People really think like that, right? And so now you focused on you and you working, you getting it done. But it's like always this person got their hand out and they got something to say. And what this is doing is weighing you down, right? This is making you heavy. You know what I'm saying? This particular individual is very negative, right? This person is not, they playing a dirty game. Just like, okay, if it's multiple people around, they targeting you because they'll tell you something like, well, you know better, and I know you gonna make it happen. So them, don't worry about them. They ain't got nothing, but I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person is trying to play on your top because of who you are. But it is true. Now, you are awesome, but nobody should play on your top in this manner. Okay, I feel like you are in a position that either you have been waiting on good news, or you have been putting in job applications here with this Eight of Wands in reverse, putting in job applications, waiting on good news, and it's not coming. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on something to happen and it's not coming. You could be in hermit mode or get ready to go in hermit mode. Like, oh my God, like, I'm trying my best. I'm doing what I got, what I'm supposed to do, but it's not happening. Listen, sometimes your situation, you can't help your situation, right? And sometimes you have to be around other people just to get stuff done. I.e. living arrangements and so on and so forth. But it's that moment that you step out on faith and you go that extra mile. See, going that extra mile and ascension requires you to step out of your comfort zone, especially if you have put yourself in that situation. You got to step out of your comfort zone and trust God that He will make it right. You know what I'm saying? You have to trust God that everything that's for you will be. And if you do not trust God in that particular sense, then you're going to continue to go through the same thing that you have been going through, right? So there could be something that you want to do, but you like, okay, like, you around this person, rather this person stand with you, you stand with them. However this may go, you're not comfortable, but you're complacent with what you're doing to where you get to where you got to go, and you kind of got to step out on faith. Right? This person's energy is very negative, right? Especially with the role that they're supposed to play in your life. This person is supposed to love you and nurture you and cater to you, right? This Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups, that particular energy, like, that's somebody that has a very prominent position in your life. And so because this person is not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, like, their energy is overshadowing your energy, especially if you are in, the particular space, right? That you share a space, or this person is always around you. You don't know how to tell this person to leave. You don't know how to tell this person to back off, right? Because you were taught this word called respect. And when they use that word respect took all of your power away, right? And so you got to unlearn and relearn what that word of respect means. And once you do that, and everybody knows what it means, but that probably won't happen, then you will actually gain your power back, right? You have free will to, do what you want to do, but it is your God-given right to be happy, to be able to provide and protect. And so when something is not moving in your life, when it is absolutely not moving in your life, this could be either something that you have done in your past and it's a karmic cycle. This is B, something that someone is actively doing in your life. It's actively doing that, right? And so you have to go that extra mile here. Again, I think I put on a post that we're going to talk about religion versus spirituality. And I said that and look at the cards that came out, like, very stagnant energy. I worked very hard to get 6 cards for you, Aquarius. Very stagnant energy, right? And so if this is someone, because I'm getting heavy family energy, some of you guys, this could be a partner, a spouse, okay? And things are going bad for them, but respect doesn't mean that you give away your power. Right? You can respect somebody enough to walk away and not look back. You can respect someone enough to say, thank you for all that you've done and let that be. But you should never think that in order for you to give respect, that you have to take disrespect. Ever. And it's so many people that are on a spiritual journey trying to ascend, but they haven't healed that piece of themselves yet. They haven't healed that trauma yet. They say they healed it, but they haven't healed it yet. They haven't healed that piece of trauma from the past that's blocking them from truly being able to move forward and do what they need to do, okay? So I do see you're like, you know, you're praying through this process and you're having a lot of patience with this person. I don't know if you got to have a lot of patience or you just feel as though you need to give this person grace. Maybe you feel like you need to give this person grace, okay? And it's more so like, you know what, I know, I get it. I would feel the same way. See, the thing is, Aquarius, we have the tendency to put ourselves in other people's shoes, but them people ain't putting themselves in our shoes. And I'm not telling you to act negative. I'm not telling you to belittle anybody or anything. I'm telling you that you have to change your thought process. Need to. It's almost like you have helped as much as you could, and there could be someone that's helping you, but now you have this Sagittarius, Leo, you know, this fire energy here. This page of wands in reverse. This could be a mother and a child. Fire sign for the child, water sign for the mother, doesn't have to be. But I feel like this is a message also that you are receiving. But again, this could be a child. This could be you in this page of wands in reverse energy, or however this may go. But even though, like, you can hear, pray through the process, have patience, it'll all work out. You're losing patience. You get angry, you getting frustrated, you like, look, I hear you, I hear what you're saying, but you ain't walking in my shoes. You ain't doing what I'm doing. You ain't going through what I'm going through. There's a lot of frustration here, Aquarius. So if you didn't take the message from them, then take it from me, please. Time does not exist in the universe. In Ovum is what we call it in Ifa, in heaven. Time doesn't exist. So while we are sitting here in this moment, living through these things minute by minute, which is something that was unlearn to relearn. Time is a trick, okay? It's a trick. And so while you're going through these things and you're focused on time in itself, like how long I gotta do this, how long it's gonna take you to learn the lesson. It's almost like, because I keep hearing this one specific scenario, so I'm gonna give it to you. I don't know who all it resonates with, but I'm gonna give it to you. It's almost like your spirit guides, your ancestors, you know, you getting the messages. Stop doing this. What are we gonna put this as? Stop hanging around this person. Right? And you go, okay, but you have a different view of what your spirit guides are telling you. Like, yeah, okay, I hear y'all telling me to stop. You know, you getting that gut feeling. You're getting that first mind whenever you're around this person. You need to stop hanging around this person. But yeah, you make excuses for this person. Well, listen, it's this, it's that. You know, that's my baby mama. That's my baby daddy. That's my best friend since kindergarten. That's this, that's that. Like, I don't want... You have free will. Right? You have free will. So, you've been given the message. You've been given a warning. Come back, tell you a couple times. Stop hanging around this person. Yeah, I hear you, but... Right? Then, you get caught up in this tie. Not that your spirit guides are punishing you. They just took their hands off of you. That's it. See, you don't understand how much you truly are covered. And then there's things that you didn't know. So once you get the knowledge and the information to know, Now you're held to a different standard because you know this now. If you want to sit down and play the mind game of, well, how do I know it's true and this is that and other, and not use your common sense and not go towards what you need to go towards, then that's totally up to you. But that doesn't mean that heaven is going to treat you that way. So once you start opening, that's why I tell you, y'all be on social media university listening to all of these damn different people, and they got different walks of life than you do, you know, religion versus spirituality. When you truly understand the definition of these two things and what it means, you're going to minimize who you allow in your space and energy. I'm not hearing one thing that you won't see me specifically pointing the finger at is nobody. But what you will hear me say is, be mindful of who you're listening to. And people out here weird and they arguing on social media and this, that, and other. I don't have to tell you I'm chosen. I don't have to tell you that I'm the biggest. I don't have to tell you, look at my numbers. I don't have to do any of those things. I have been sufficing extremely well with lesser numbers than I have now because we're growing, right? You have to follow your discernment on every aspect. This person who was around you. So back to what I was saying. It's like this person, you've been warned, like you know you were supposed to move, like your spirit guides are nudging you like, okay, stop hanging with this person or you might as well move. Hello, you need to move, you need to do this, you need to do that. You had the messages, right? That first mind, your Ori, the first thing that come to your mind, that first mind, that's your Ori. Most of the time, you always reason with that first mind to then say, oh, I'm going to do that. If you really understood that first mind is the thing that you need to pay attention to more within reason, because you don't know if your Ori is compromising, your Ori is never going to lead you down the wrong path. So you sitting talking to somebody and your first mind be like, slap them. Don't do it. That ain't your Ori. That ain't your Ori. Go piece your Ori. It ain't together. Don't slap them now. Don't slap them. We don't do all that. We ain't got to fight that way. But in hindsight, listen to your first mind. You fighting against yourself. So when they let their hands off of you, now you sitting here talking about, man, I've been like this here for 8 months, and I've been like this here for a whole year, and I've been in this cycle for 2 years, and this, that, and the other. How many times did they have to warn you? So now you got to get into this learning phase of not being selfish, and learning that it's not on your time, because it's not about you, right? So that spiritual awakening was supposed to been there. It's been knocking at your door. You chose the answer when you chose the answer to Aquarius. So that doesn't mean that everything is supposed to turn around in your favor just because you choose to answer it right now. That ain't how it works. So patience. Somebody here is losing patience because things that they working for ain't coming like they needed, and they like, golly, they're not getting the news, they're not getting the good news, they can't find a job, they can't find a place, they can't find the love that they want. You know what I'm saying? They just waiting and holding on to some good news. I'm going to tell you that it's the people that you're around. I hear you, oh, I don't hang around a lot of people and this, that, and other. Somebody is around your energy that is weighing you down. What you do about that? How do you handle that? Now, because I can't hear you, either A, you're going to make excuses, but we'll see as soon as, right? Or you're going to tap into that inner you. And you're going to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to get to where you need to be at. Because if you truly leaning on whatever God it is that you believe in, you know that he not or she not going to fail you. You know that you're not going to hit the ground. So why are we in this energy of the unknown? You get what I'm saying? Something ain't adding up. It is that point of take a leap of faith, and you like, but I, you know what I'm, but do you understand what faith is? And so some of y'all are here, this collective that I'm reading for, you've been in a situation. And they waiting on you to take a leap of faith. And you sitting here saying, but I can't. I can't. I hear you saying move, but I can't move because I can't change jobs because... And you still sit in that situation, ain't it? Listen, let me tell you something. In 2019, I took the biggest leap of faith that I probably... And it was big. Yeah, it was, because I had my kids. I took the biggest leap of faith. They kept telling me to come back to Georgia. Come back to Georgia. I sat and made every excuse in my head. I got 2 kids. Da. I'm by myself. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Did all of that. So guess what? Because I spoke that into existence, everything that I spoke into existence came to pass, but I was still protected from it. From that point on, that was one of the best experiences that I could have. That was the best outcome, because they were not going to move for me where I was. I had to let go of control. As we Aquariuses have, I had to let go of control and move. I had to step out on... Boy, listen here. If you ask me, I was stepping out on a spaghetti noodle, right? But all along, you know, it's ground under me. It was just... I couldn't see it. Somebody here is being pushed to make a change, to evolve, to step out on faith. The energy that you are in is not good. Gotta do what you gotta do. When y'all be saying, you know, I'm spiritual or I'm religious, but I'm more spiritual. When you are lost on your journey, that's what that is. When you are lost on your journey and not knowing, right? We tend to get caught up in what our family thinks. You got the straddlers, right? I'm Christian, but I'm also spiritual. You got I hear all kind of stuff, you know. The one thing that you have to know is that having a grounded foundation means a lot. Because that's the only way. What God you praying to? What God you praying to? There's laws and rules to every tradition. As I tell people, I'll say it again. Everyone can benefit from the initiation of Ifa, but everyone did not come through Ifa to get here. The Christianity that they have here in America now is not the Christianity that they had back in the day. The Christianity that they created over there in Africa many, many years ago, still after Ifa, but in so many other traditions and things like that. This what they got over here ain't over there. The Muslims here ain't like the Muslims over there. You gotta understand. So one, your challenge is, Aquarius, you gotta figure out where you belong. What are you being called to? There's nobody else that can answer that question but you. That's it. You're the only one that can answer. Because it's your calling. Now your destiny depends on what you're being called to. How you going to figure it out? I can't tell you what's going to happen to you if you don't do this and you don't do that. Cause hey, you know how I know when people call to Ifa? When they reach out to me. Because my father and my mother sends me who I need to work with. There's a very big difference between religion and spirituality, Aquarius. Just because someone say just because somebody say that they spiritual, don't mean that they the spiritual that you may be interested. Oh God. That don't mean that they the spiritual that you think. These overly nice people, these people that they always telling you how to fight, telling you how to do things to manipulate people's energy. And those are the very famous people, you know, because they're teaching you wrong. Those of us that sit back and wait for you to come because we want you to do the work, and we're going to teach you, you know, you have to learn the laws of whatever it is that you believe in. Ifa, we have 16 laws. We have 256 odus, which breaks down to 4,096 verses. Right? It's not hard, Aquarius. You making it hard. Whoever you are in this reading, you got to sit with yourself and figure out what you need to do. First step, whatever it is. But you got to find somebody and find what you believe in. Whether it's whatever, religion, spirituality, whatever y'all call this, right? It's this whole thing on religious versus spirituality and this is that, the other. You know, sometimes here, you know, for governmental purposes, they call Ifa a religion. You know, Ifa is a tradition. But, you know, if you go based on those people terms, you know, they would call it a religion. It's a tradition. It's not a religion. But, you know, we cater by words. One, you got to figure out what you believe in so you can lean on that. Two, you got to ask questions. Sometimes you ask questions, they'll give you a vision to let you see. What did I do? Ask, how did I get here? What did I do to get here? They'll show you. If you clear your mind, how can I get out of here? Aqua gang, hey. You gotta ask the right questions. You gotta seek the right guidance. Some of y'all be watching so much about everything and everybody and this person and that person and this is that other that you confused. That was the black magic card that bent over and then went back. Somebody could be contemplating doing black magic. Somebody could have sent black magic and it's already been returned to senders by your spirit guides. Take that however that may go. Now you got blackmail. Okay. So someone could be trying to force you to do something that they want you to do. Don't let a person back you in the wall. You are the god or goddess of your own destiny. Fuck them people. You're hired. If you're the one that's, man, oh my God, and I'm giving up, and this is that and other, and da da da. Listen, have a conversation with your God. You know, one thing I see y'all on social media saying, so God don't play by me. And be around here, can't even have the first great conversation about them to figure your way out for them. We have different paths in life. So just because you're not doing what I'm doing or you're not doing what they doing, don't mean that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You can't measure your path and destiny based on mine, vice versa. I can't measure my path and destiny versus none of these readers out here, versus none of these people on YouTube. Everybody got their own path and destiny. Do what you need to do. They're going to draw who they draw, pull who they pull, so on and so forth. I'm not here to play God over anybody's life. Because if you are not right in my energy, I don't even, why they giving me messages for you? You're not in my energy. I'm not calling out your energy. And these people be out here on this. I'm telling you, God said and God did and God gonna tell them what they need to tell them. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for ego. One of the 16 laws in Ifa is you shall not be egocentric. God want to tell me something, he gonna come tell me. Several ways that he can talk to me. Ose Ifa, Ose Oshun, Dafa Ebo. You know what I'm saying? In my drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful of what you got going on. Because my God in Ifa ain't gonna come tell you something about me and you Christian or you Muslim or whatever the case. You gotta learn, you gotta know how to tap into my God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where I'm going with this, Aquarius, is if you are not solidified in your walk in faith, tradition, religion, or whatever you call it, stop thinking every message for you. Stop thinking everything is aligning with you. Like, you got to get you together. That is the funniest shit as a priestess, that I see somebody come and walk up and be like, God told me to tell you. No, he didn't. We ain't even honoring the same God. My tradition said there's only one God, and that is Olodumare. How my God came to you and you ain't even in my tradition. You didn't come through the path that I came through. Not to say that anything is greater than the other. I can't say that. But what I can tell you is that this is my path and my journey. And now that I know that this is my path and my journey and where I am and what I'm a part of, I ain't knocking nobody for what they doing. I just know what I ain't doing. Right? But I know where I am. You got to know. You got to choose your path, Aquarius. You got to know where you are. You got to let go of trying to control things. And it's just because, Aquarius, you're so used to having everything together. You're so used to being able to say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Why? Because the people that you have in your energy don't know how to do it like you. But you're an Aquarius, so not many know how to do things like you. But you have to be able to say, God, I lay it before your feet. God, I know I have free will, but I ask that your will is done over my life. You got to figure that out. You out here somebody getting a job. Her ego getting in the way of a relationship. Okay? This could be a romantic relationship. This could be the relationship with this mother figure in your life. Now, there's somebody here. This person has a low IQ. So they're not the smartest. They're not the sharpest pencil in the box. They're not the sweetest strawberry in the bunch. This person could have some type of legal issues that they are getting arrested. Maybe getting arrested, being threatened with being arrested. Immigration stands out to me the most here. Hold on. Babe. Oh, I'm like, did he lock himself out of in the garage? Now, I started not to get up, but if I wouldn't have got up, you would have been locked in the garage. I appreciate that. Immigration is the word that stands out to me the most here. So, justice in reverse. This could be this person that come in and try to blackmail you. Move in silence. Aquarius. Figure out what you need to do. Figure out what it is that you believe in. Figure out what you believe in so you can be in alignment, you know, with where you're going. So that you know how to communicate with whomever you need to communicate with. That was my message for y'all, man. That first mind, man. You got to listen to that first mind. You got to answer that calling. If your first mind saying, go this way, then do that. If you're not being fulfilled, ask more questions. You know, maybe there's something that you're not getting out of that situation when it comes to your first mind. But I can't even say that everybody here ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody here ain't good. You got Satanists. You got people that worship the dark. That's life. That's why you have to understand that we all different. Most of the people over here in the diaspora, we follow, I mean everywhere else too, but we only know what our mother and grandmother and great grandmother taught us. We follow the tradition that they were forced to follow. And then we come in and try to make it make sense in our life. But it's deeper than that. Look at me, you know, it's deeper than that. It's all about what's in your destiny. Because those same pastors in those mega churches is in Africa getting worked. Oh man, but listen, you have to, Aquarius, that's your mission. You got to find somewhere and get rooted in it. And once you get rooted in it, you need to learn the laws. I think every situation, every religion, every walk of life has laws. It has laws. It has spiritual laws that you must follow. And regardless of what you see everybody else doing, you follow those laws to the T. You know, and watch how God show up. You know, you a lot of these religions out here ain't adding up versus what the people doing and what they say that you need to do, right? And Christianity got the 10 Commandments. You know, we got 16 laws to be followed. Islam, Catholics, yada yada. Everybody has rules to follow. But are you caught up in what you're seeing? Are you caught up in what the people is around you? Because you still following a fad. Your family has taught you to go this particular way. And then you see how your family living. So you pick up that trend too. Be serious about whatever you believe in. Be serious. Take it serious, no matter what it is. All right, I sure. All right, I'm going to now open up the floor. If you would like a reading, you can get one card pull, $5. If you would like a 10 card pull for me to get all in your business, it's $22. All right. Now, and you can send it to the payment methods above and then put a message in the chat if you sent your payment. So why I ain't been here Friday? So if you've been here for a while, you know, like a couple months back, I was saying that I was moving. And we didn't move. We bought a house. My family and I bought a house. And I do have a strong background in real estate. So I just, man, God showed out. So when I came in here, I started like instantly like updating the house in a super nice area. But the owner of this house had been here for maybe 18 years. And because he was here for 18 years and he was up in age, you know, a lot of stuff he didn't update in the house, right? But the house is in, you know them houses that's in a real good area. He kept the outside up real good. And the inside was kept up real good. But at the end of the day, it was just, I was pushed to make it my own and do the upgrades needed. So that's what I did. That's what I've been doing. So on the weekends, when my husband off work, we doing something. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot. We literally started working like when we came in. We had got most of the stuff put up. So I think like 2 weeks we spent like putting everything together, you know, all the stuff that we had got, most of it, and then we literally had start working on the house. Contractors coming in, doing floors and stuff. I.e., nice master bathroom, but it had carpet, right? You know, garden tub, shower, all that. So, you know, I've been so focused on that. And believe it or not, one of the biggest tasks of reno is paint. Oh, my God. One of the biggest tasks of reno is paint. And, man, listen, we ain't done yet. We still ain't done yet. Like, and then, you know, other things that we find in when we come in and we having to figure that out. But yeah, we not done with painting yet. Like, we've been on painting for over a month. All right, so on the inside though of the house, it's just the rooms that haven't been painted now. The breakfast nook, the kitchen, dining room, living room, all been painted. Deck has been painted. Front porch has been painted. Right, so we still got ways to go because the hallway, of course. The rooms got to get painted, but we got to figure out what color the boys want or whatever, and I don't even care. And then we got to paint the outside of the house. So yeah, and the driveway. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I be like, yeah, let's do it. Some Fridays he come home and we don't really do nothing like big. You know, we'll do something simple just to be like, we got something else done. But it's so many projects. It's so many projects, and like just to close them out. For some reason, this man don't like closing out projects. So we not close. It's like we work on like 3 things at once, and we trying to get it done. A lot of replacing, a lot of upgrades, a lot of upgrades. So that's where I've been at, man. Just being blessed in the moment, enjoying, you know, the blessings that have been bestowed upon my life, and so much more. Doing my Ifa work, you know, 501c3 work. We got a community event coming up, and brought on some new people to be able to do what we do in 501c3 sector. Just newness everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot, like everywhere. It's a lot. So, you know, you're grateful. I think sometimes people don't understand what they're asking for. And sometimes people are just like, you know, I want, and do this, and do that, do this. And to be on the flip side, man, those changes start happening that you done prayed and manifested and then called, and you got to get comfortable and get situated, and yeah, all of that. So have patience, but yeah, I'm grateful to the Almighty God, Olodumare, for all that He and my ancestors and my Ori and my principal Orisha and Father Orisha and who walks with me. I'm grateful to my spirit team for what they do in my life. So when I'm not coming 5 days a week, you know, I decided I was going to go live. Tomorrow's Ifa Worship Day. Honestly, I generally don't do much on that day, but tomorrow is not the case for that. So, yeah. I had my surgery October the 2nd. And I thought that I would be back up on my feet within 6 to 9 weeks. Nah, it took me like 7 months to fully get back into rotation, to feel like I want to go get it, to feel like, you know, for my body to let me go get it, to my body to let me be up and get back to Sundays full spring clean and all this stuff, Sunday full weekly clean and all this stuff. It took a while, longer than I expected. So yeah, y'all having that surgery to, God, what is it called? To remove cysts from your ovaries and all that stuff. Like, mine had got so big that it put a lot of strain on my body, more strain than they could have even fathomed, because it was one of the biggest ones they took out. But now that I'm getting back into the beat of things, you know, I'm grateful. Took a minute, but I'm here. All right, good people. Anybody got any questions? I didn't get any donations, so I guess y'all not doing donations for answers. I done did enough talking. If not, make sure y'all like this video. I truly, truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. I can't say that enough. Y'all been showing out on them likes. You know, I said let's get 100 likes per video, because that matters. That helps. That matters a lot. So y'all been showing out on those likes. I'm proud of y'all. We still trying to get to 100. I want 100 on every video. I'm grateful for that. If you wanted to support me in any way and couldn't get a consult from me, you thought about joining the ministry but wasn't able to join the ministry, give me a like. And those likes are enough, you know what I'm saying, to keep me going. You know, keep all of the good knowledge rolling and keep everything the way that it's supposed to be. I appreciate you. I know so many of you guys reach out to me and say you want to come on board, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me in every area, every aspect. Those that rock with me on the 501c3, those that rock with me in the ministry, Ifa ministry, those that come and get personal readings from me, all of the above D. So if we on live, I offer the 10 card reading for $22. If we not on live and I gotta stop what I'm doing, it ain't much, but it's $33. It's $33 if we not on live. Other than that, I love y'all so much. I truly, truly appreciate you. Make sure you check out the website, spiritualgawddess.com. It's in the description box below. There's a page on my website. This kind of breaks down like Orishas and Ifa a little bit for you. Surface level, nothing too much. I am an Iyanifa in the Orisha tradition of Ifa. The Orisha tradition of Isese. Okay? In the Orisha tradition of Isese, which in the diaspora they call Ifa. So I hope that I helped, and I hope that I was able to give you guys insight, and that this video resonated with you. I appreciate you, I love you, and I'm grateful. Ashe.